Yo, another dread update. Um, things are moving actually pretty fast. Things are evolving. This isn't a dread, it's loose hair. It kind of looks like one though, right? So, first things first, the music. This band is Pass a Fire, and they're really good. So you should check them out. And second thing, I was talking about there's like a every time I wash my hair, there was like a gumminess on the like right here, on right here. But ever since I switched to this shampoo, it's from Trader Joe's, Tea Tree Tingle. Ever since I switched to this, it took a couple of washes, but it's totally gone for the most part. I think one more wash and it's just totally going to be gone. So I think the other shampoo I was using, maybe I was using way too much. And before, I was putting like all of, I was putting the shampoo like all on the outside of my hair too. But I changed my methods to where I just get under the hair and onto the scalp like this, and that's it. That's all I do. Just rub, and on the back too, of course. Just all on the scalp. But you're not actually working the shampoo like you normally would, like, you know, like when you comb your hair and everything, when you're doing that thing, the way you wash your hair is completely different. So, yeah, you just, if you're experiencing any kind of gumminess like I was after you wash, use a little bit less shampoo. Use this shampoo if you can. It's only $4, which the other shampoo I bought was $30. So, you know, something might be going on there. But a lot of marketing, right? So just scrub, just underneath, just scrub the scalp. That's it. Don't try to get the shampoo all in the hair and everything. Don't do that. Just my advice. Yeah, I'm not a loctician, okay? In my experience. Next, I'm getting a lot more loops, a lot more knots. I showed last video. I'll put the shampoo down. This one right here. Oh my gosh, it's hard to get these angles because you know you don't want to pull too much on it. You don't really want to disturb it too much. But yeah, anyways, maybe if I do this, you can see it better. But it's really starting. It's I'm getting a lot more knots. You'll see when I turn around. But a lot more knots, a lot more sectioning is happening. Yeah, just a lot of changes have happened in just the last 5 days. I'll give you a behind view. Just really slowly. But yeah, this band is great. So. Yeah, I mean, did you see like how many knots and loops, as they like to call it? A lot of loops are forming, a lot of squigglies. Yeah, it's crazy. So I guess it's really doing its thing. You know, these two front ones, I don't know if they're really gonna dread because, I mean, I like the look where there's a lot of loose hair, but there's a lot of dreads too. I really like that look. So I don't mind it. Little malfunction on the audio. So yeah, another thing I started doing, the last video I mentioned that I would tie my hair up in a bun at nighttime. I stopped doing that. So for the past 3 days, I just sleep with it down. Now, I'm not sure if it's speeding up progress or not, but I'm just going to keep going with it because Soaring Eagle, he just recommends it. And if you guys don't know, Soaring Eagle is like my inspiration, right? I'm sure he's like, Soaring Eagle is a man who has grown his dreads for 25 years. But his, like, the last YouTube video he has is from like 10 years ago. So they could be 35 years old now. and I asked him for like an update video. But anyway, he's a huge OG in the dread community YouTube space, and I'm sure a lot of locticians don't like him because he obviously doesn't recommend going to any locticians. This is, you know, all natty, you know. And I've really grown to love the way my hair looks, even if it's crazy, even if it's frizzy. Like, I've really actually feel a lot better about my hair than I ever have when it was, I just always kept it tied back, you know, but now I get treated different. You know, people talk to me about my hair. And another thing, like, you know, girls, I've never had so many girls just talk to me about my hair. So, great. You know, I'll take it. But, you know, so I feel like there's a lot of changes that just happened in the last 5 days. And this is kind of the first few months are when you're gonna notice the most changes. So that's why a lot of people regret not filming the early days, not getting pictures in the early days. Yeah, I have to do a lot. I'm trying to work on like not separating too much, but you gotta separate. You know, now I have 3 of these, and these want to keep coming together. Like these two, they keep getting tangled. So I don't know, maybe I'll leave them together. One thing I worry about is if I don't separate enough, I'm gonna have a dread that's like way too big. And I know that can come with some problems, but you know, the hair's still not dreaded, but just the very beginning stages. So because my hair is really long and thick, I have to pay attention to separating, or things can get pretty janky. So one more time in the back. Let me see if I can see. See if I can maybe get a better angle. I do this a lot. Like when I'm just standing, I'll like swing my hair back and forth because I think that friction kind of helps. So I do DoorDash, so I'm always outside. I do DoorDash like between 8-12 hours every single day. So I'm outside and you know, the wind's blowing it, and that's what Soaring Eagle says. What makes dreads is the wind and compression. When you sleep on it, when you're laying on it, things like that. And that's what creates the natural dreads, right? So, yeah. So yeah, last video I said probably give an update in 10 days, but since then I've gotten like 2 more knots, like 3 more loops. So I'm absolutely stoked. And yeah, I really do like the look of these, just absolutely rocking. So, all right, still no actual real dreads, but it's a lot of changes, very interesting. And I wanted to give that advice about using, I highly recommend this shampoo. There was no buildup at all. It smells good. So, all right, that's about it. Check out this band, Pass a Fire. Later.